Hello and welcome live from Tehran. You've tuned to Press TV's World News. Thanks so much for being with us. First story this hour takes us to the United States, where President Barack Obama has admitted that his country is still plagued by racism.
Racism, we are not cured of.
Clearly.
And it's not just a matter of it not being polite to say nigger in public. That's not the measure of whether racism still exists or not. It's not just a matter of overt discrimination. Societies don't overnight completely erase everything that happened 200 to 300 years prior.
Lawful gun owners?
Obama also said the history of slavery and segregation is, quote, part of Americans' DNA. He also once again slammed Congress for preventing the gun control bill from advancing. The U.S. president made the remarks on a radio podcast on Monday, the president uttering the word, quote, nigger. However, it stirred controversy, especially on social media. Barack Obama is scheduled to travel to Charleston on Friday to deliver a eulogy for the pastor of the Emmanuel AME Church who was killed in last week's shooting. The slain pastor was a state senator and an early Obama supporter in the 2008 presidential campaign. Let's cross over to Philadelphia in the United States, joined by James Larry Grant, civil rights activist. Thank you so much for being with us, Mr. Grant. What do you make of the president's words that the country is still plagued by racism?
Well, he's absolutely correct about that. Yes, I'm in agreement with him about that. Yes.
What's the bottom line? What is the cause? We're talking about 2015 now, sir. Why does the United States still have such a major problem with race relations?
It has a lot to do with colonialism and white supremacy and white being in denial, about this situation, as it concerns the Africans here in America. In America, they actually want us they treat us, they want us, we're captives here, and regardless what they say, because we're here because of the attack of Africa, not because we came here because we wanted to play NBA basketball. You know what I mean? And we didn't come here on a cruise ship. We came here basically because we were captives and the mid-Atlantic, slave trade, and to build, we were the first startup capital for America. So it's kind of, it's kind of hard to for the slave master and the slave to be on the same level. So they're like in denial with that. And two, they don't, no matter how much contributions we have made to this country. But that's just not here in America, it's throughout the world, wherever America goes, wherever Africans is, I consider myself a displaced African, not an African American.
So, sir, what do you think is the key to solving this problem? We've had these conversations now centuries about what to do, and decades since the Civil Rights Act of 1968 had passed, and still such a major issue. So what is it going to take to change the reality on the ground in the United States in dealing with race relations?
Well, Africans are going to have to, basically we're living under colonialization. We live in colonialism. And from the beginning, an onset as an African is born in America, you're taught to believe in their philosophy of colonialism. And that's a philosophy to enslave us. And the only way we're going to get out of this situation is for Africans in this country, which we are like a nation within a nation, to have liberation, total liberation of colonialism and imperialism. That's the only way.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Mr. James Larry Grant, civil rights activist out of Philadelphia.